What if I told you that the key to reclaiming your vitality, reigniting your energy, improving your circulation, and restoring the kind of intimacy you may have believed was gone forever wasn't hidden in some complicated prescription or expensive treatment, but rather in something so small and ordinary that it could sit in the palm of your hand? What if the secret wasn't locked away in laboratories or pharmacies, but found in a humble spice smaller than your fingernail that has been quietly waiting for you all along? Imagine this: one tiny natural item, overlooked in modern life, has the ability to get warm, oxygen-rich blood moving through your body in as little as 60 seconds. Not tomorrow, not weeks from now, but right away. And here's the most important part. I'm not talking about pills, prescriptions, or strange synthetic gimmicks. I'm talking about something natural, something trusted for centuries, something that may just be the key to helping men in their 60s, 70s, and beyond feel powerful, vibrant, and intimately alive again. Thousands of men just like you have turned to this tiny spice and rediscovered their strength, their passion, and their presence, even when they once feared those things had faded for good. But before I reveal this spice and the 60-second ritual that can change the way your body responds, I want to prepare you for what we're really about to uncover. In the next few minutes, I'll guide you through 10 essential truths about your body, your health, and your vitality. We're going to explore why erections naturally weaken after 60, what's secretly obstructing your circulation, and how something as simple as 1 clove per day can start restoring your balance, your hormonal energy, and even your quality of sleep. You'll discover not only the exact method of this ritual, but also the best times to practice it and what you can expect to feel at 7 days, 14 days, and then again at 30 days. Because here's the truth: your vitality has not disappeared. It has not abandoned you. It is still here, quietly waiting to be reawakened, and all it takes is a signal, the right spark, to bring it rushing back into your life. Now, to understand why this works, we first need to shine a light on the real problem. If you've noticed that your erections are weaker, that they take longer to arrive, or that they don't feel as firm or consistent as they used to, I need you to know something very clearly. It is not your fault. This is not simply aging. This is not some irreversible decline you just have to accept. Instead, there's a very specific and very fixable reason. After the age of 60, the blood vessels that carry blood into your manhood start to harden and narrow. They are incredibly delicate, so tiny they are about the size of a single strand of hair, and that makes them the first to be affected by stress, inflammation, and circulation problems. Over decades, small amounts of inflammation and silent damage slowly close them off. Erections don't suddenly vanish overnight. They fade like a dimming light, and with them, confidence and connection can fade as well. But, and this is what matters most, this fading is not permanent. It is not irreversible. Your body, remember, your system is capable of full response. It is simply waiting for the right trigger, the right support to open those vessels again and allow blood to flow the way it once did. But it isn't just about circulation. There's another silent thief of male vitality, and it's one that almost no one talks about: stress. Chronic stress is the real silent killer of male hormones after. When your body is under pressure, whether from responsibilities, health worries, or just years of cumulative tension, it pumps out a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is your fight or flight hormone, designed to protect you in emergency. But when it stays elevated for too long, it becomes your enemy. Cortisol and testosterone are natural rivals. When cortisol goes up, testosterone goes down, almost without exception. That means even if your blood vessels were perfect, your hormone environment could still be sabotaging your vitality. Stress robs men of energy, clarity, confidence, and desire, leaving them feeling disconnected, numb, and dull. And here's something most men never realize. One of the biggest hidden sources of stress and inflammation actually starts in your mouth. Inflammation in your gums releases bacteria directly into your bloodstream, creating silent, system-wide inflammation that weakens those same hair-thin blood vessels. And that is why so many men feel like their body is betraying them, when in reality it's simply overwhelmed and waiting for support. So how do we fight back? How do we reclaim control of our circulation, lower cortisol, and reawaken our natural hormonal balance? The answer has been in front of us for centuries, a spice that warriors once used before battle to steady their nerves and sharpen their presence, a spice men used before intimacy to ensure strength, endurance, and connection. For generations, traditional healers relied on it to restore vitality, and now modern science is catching up with what our ancestors already knew. That spice is the humble clove. Inside each clove lies a compound called eugenol. Eugenol is what gives clove its warm, almost fiery aroma, but more importantly, it's a natural vasodilator. That means it relaxes and opens blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more freely. Alongside eugenol is another compound, beta-caryophyllene, which interacts with receptors in your brain, responsible for calm, balance, and emotional reset. Together, these compounds create a dual effect. They open up the very blood vessels that have been constricted with age, while lowering cortisol, creating the perfect hormonal environment for testosterone to flourish again. In other words, clove works exactly where most men need it most, physically in the vessels and emotionally in the brain. That's why its effects can feel almost immediate. And this brings us to the powerful ritual. I'll show you the method in just a moment, but first I want to be fully honest. While this ritual is incredibly effective, if you're looking for something even more potent that goes directly to the root cause of performance decline, there is a powerful 7-second home remedy you should know about. It's based on a discovery that has already helped more than 63,000 men restore natural, rock-solid performance without pills, without risky treatments, and without dramatic lifestyle changes. If you're curious, you can pause this video, open your camera, and scan the QR code on the screen. Or just check the pinned comment below for the direct link. It's worth seeing. But for now, let's get into the exact 60-second clove ritual. The beauty of this ritual is its simplicity. All you need are 2 or 3 whole dried cloves, not the powdered version, not oil, just the natural dried flower bud. Place them gently between your molars and bite down until you feel them crack. Then for the first 30 seconds, do not chew. Let the oils slowly release, mixing with your saliva. In this moment, the eugenol is being absorbed directly into the soft tissues of your mouth, entering your bloodstream almost instantly. No long delays like with capsules or tablets, no waiting for digestion, immediate absorption. After those first 30 seconds, begin chewing slowly for the next 30 seconds, releasing the full power of the oils. By then, the compounds have already entered your blood, supporting both circulation and calm. At this point, you can spit out the remains or swallow them. It's up to you. Either way, the active components have already done their work. The timing is as important as the method. The most powerful time to chew is about an hour before bed. Why? Because this is when your body naturally lowers blood pressure, calms the nervous system, and prepares for hormonal recovery. Testosterone is made at night, during deep sleep, and cloves help set the stage for that process. The second best time is first thing in the morning, on an empty stomach. This jumpstarts circulation, clears brain fog, and helps you enter the day sharp and energetic. Some men also chew a few cloves before exercise or intimacy, using the ritual like a primer, waking up circulation and presence before the moment begins. Think of it as flipping a switch, a signal to your body that strength is needed now. So what can you actually expect once you begin this ritual? The journey is powerful but gradual, like reawakening a part of yourself you thought was lost. In the first 7 days, most men notice subtle but encouraging changes, a lightness in the chest, a sense of warmth in the lower body, a night of slightly deeper sleep. Morning sluggishness begins to lift, and there's an almost imperceptible shift in energy, like the engine is turning over for the first time in a long time. By day 14, the momentum grows stronger, mental clarity becomes sharper, emotional stability returns. Some men notice the surprise of spontaneous erections, or a morning erection that had been absent for years. These moments aren't just physical, they're deeply emotional. They remind you that your body still works, that it still remembers. Confidence begins to return, not only in the bedroom, but in the way you walk into a room, the way you carry yourself, the way you engage with the world. By day 30, the transformation is undeniable. Circulation feels stronger, erections are firmer and more consistent, sleep is deep. Stress feels less suffocating. You feel more present in your own skin, more alive in every sense. You're not chasing youth, you're reclaiming vitality. And here's the most important truth of all. This ritual is not just about what it does for your body, it's about what it awakens in your spirit. Because when you feel strong again, you show up differently. You engage with life in a way that others can feel. You speak differently, stand taller, and connect more deeply. That is why this ritual matters. It isn't only about blood flow. It's about reclaiming the man you thought had slipped away. If you want to supercharge the results, combine the clove ritual with small but powerful habits. A teaspoon of raw honey alongside your cloves adds boron, a mineral that supports testosterone and balances blood sugar. A simple 10-minute walk after chewing amplifies circulation, carrying the active compounds deeper into your body, and practicing calm breathing while you chew lowers cortisol even further, allowing your body to fully receive the benefits. Always choose organic, high-quality cloves. The stronger their aroma, the stronger their effect. So here's the invitation. Try this ritual for yourself. Take 1 minute, 1 clove, 1 decision, and watch as your body begins to wake up again. Because the truth is, you are not broken, you are not too old, you are not finished. You are simply disconnected from the immense power that is still inside you. And now, you have the signal to reconnect. Welcome back to strength, to energy, to confidence, to life.